to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now the second down throw on target. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Jameis to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Joe Mixon. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawks defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Kaepernick. Looking long for his tight end Reed. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Joe Jackson with the INT. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw went a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9. Winston buying time to his left. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Winston. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He completes this to Russell Gage. The 20, 10, touchdown. Russell Gage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 for the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Winston. They'll find Williams on the slant. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
With the score, Rams 7, Seahawks 6.
2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Jameis now on 1st down. Forced out to his left, and that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. On the back of the ball, way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete to
Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Well, a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll air this one out for Boyd. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
1st down, Seahawks.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
On the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this one caught by Max Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
And
so here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Winston. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Rams.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And that's That's going to make it 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And pressure gets to him again. And the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. It's taken to the 26. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully
Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 28. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Jalen Richard now on the return. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Richard on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 30, past the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Winston. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Mixon on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. 2nd and 14. Mixon on the toss right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Well, that's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A 3-yard gain.
Winston
brings up.
He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. They'll roll him out right. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the game ticking.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Jameis to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Joey Sly.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
3rd and long.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going deep for Diggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, that's Richie James. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Kaepernick now to throw. And now he'll fire deep downfield. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. This is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 1-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown. Jamal Williams, 97 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
16.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. There's a catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's going to go down. His time is now run out on this game. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.